Back to Midpoint. Let's welcome back the senior economic consultant for Euro-Pacific Capital, John Browne, joins us. John, let's stay on the money side of things here. In January of this year, 2014, William Browne from the Hermitage Capital Management, I should say, made this statement. $60 oil will finish Russia's Putin regime. He said the price goes to $60 a barrel. Putin is gone within a year. Well, here we are now in December. It's below $60 a barrel. Do you think he was right and Putin's gone in a year?
Well, I think he's right in terms of the trend. Yes, I think if Russia's economy collapses, which it almost certainly would if oil stays way below $60 a barrel, and you had a Saudi minister talking about $20 a barrel even, it would certainly do serious damage, and that tends to unhinge his supporters. He's got massive support at the moment, 80% popularity poll, plus he's got the oligarchs back on side by giving them amnesties and encouraging them back. But, you know, all his friendship has a breaking point, and it certainly would hurt Russia so much that it would, in fact, I believe, reach a breaking point if it went on for a year.
Well, here's a breaking point, because today we find out that Russia and 4 other ex-Soviet nations have completed the creation of a new economic alliance intended to bolster their integration. It's the Eurasian Economic Union. Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Armenia, and Kyrgyzstan will come into existence on January the 1st. They're going to bring along free trade, but I think they're going to try and basically share a little money along the way. Does something like this speak to you as desperation by Putin, or is this simply just something to stall?
Well, I think it's a bit of both. I think it is a sign of desperation, and the countries you mention are hardly major players in the economic world, and therefore it may also be something to stall. But it indicates desperation is worrying to me, because that is a two-edged weapon. You know, Russia is still, as I said before, very powerful, and we do not want developing into any hot situations, even if it meant raids on Saudi oil fields and stuff like that. You know, it's forcing Russia into the hands of our real enemies, like North Korea.
Well, are we seeing perhaps the building of a new Soviet Union here? Because Putin says that this is a combined economic output of $4.5 trillion and bringing together 170 million people. When he says new union, and you think about Putin and where he's been, I sniff another Soviet Union.
Yes, well, it wouldn't be quite the same, but you're right. I mean, I think it does, you know, we're forcing a very powerful military nation to become desperate, and it's going to take desperate measures, and it's going to, I think, force them into hands that we don't like. Like what you're saying is more sort of semblance of a Soviet Union. Again, it is part of it, and particularly closer to China and more worrying to North Korea.
Let's go ahead and I bring into this Ukraine, because they are not part of this. They apparently wanted the Ukraine involved. They invited them, but Ukraine will drop the non-aligned status. They will work to become a NATO member. About the minute we have left, how does this re-destabilize things?
Well, it is moving away from Russia. It's obviously very worrying for the Russians, and because this is breaking our sort of treaty things. It's non-aligned. It's important to Russia. Russia's always seen the Ukraine as part of Greater Russia, and I think it's a severe strain factor. Of course, also a spokesman in Brussels for the NATO said that it would take years to try and ease the temperature, take years for Ukraine to become a member, and I think that was a sensible easing of the pressure that's building. But it's you're building pressures and tensions and fear in a very powerful military nation. And that's worrying from a geopolitical sense.
And we should also point out that almost immediately after this all happened, Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, said it is counterproductive and it will boost tensions, something we have heard Putin and Russia say for quite some time. John, unfortunately, we're all out of time, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping in and your comments as well. To you and your family, a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
And the same to you. Thank you so much. Very Happy Christmas and New Year to you all.
Take care, John. All right,
Bye-bye.
and I should also say Happy Boxing Day. After the break, Telling It Like It Is details the perfect holiday gift for every man, woman, child, and any form of extraterrestrial life within the sound of my voice. This is a Telling It Like It Is guarantee. And it comes around right after the break on Midpoint, where we question everything.